Where with Trinidad PD filed their oath of office. City clerk, electric supervisor, superintendent, city planner, guest water, blah blah. So, you guys have a lot of renovation going on. It's been going on for quite a few months now. This used to be entirely open, and there used to be a utility payment window over here. And this first wall wasn't here. You would walk straight up to that wall, that back wall, and so you pay your utilities at. There used to be an office. There's another one over there. So now they've moved the utility payments down that way to the right. Other than renovating. I'm not exactly sure what's been taking them so long to finally finish this off and get it all completed and finally renovated. I'm not sure if it's budgetary delays or design delays or what the possible delays are, but it's been months and months. It's pretty much looked exactly the same. Public restroom. Another public restroom. This is the door to the locked door. Goes out the back. Honestly, there was really no reason for them to renovate this at all. As a taxpayer, I think it was perfectly fine before, but you know, we have to find something to spend the money on instead of helping the homeless in this town, because city council and the rest of the city workers could give two shits about the homeless in this town and the people that are struggling here. But we have all this money to renovate a building for months on end that honestly did not need a renovation at all. So but we definitely have these high-tech security cameras here. However, we can't finish putting in a floating ceiling or a drop ceiling.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
I was wondering what you were doing.
Oh, just videotaping about the
Remodel?
yes, the remodel, but the fact that it's been going on for way too many months now.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that the city of Trinidad would much rather spend money on an unnecessary remodel, because I don't see any new offices being put in place or anything that was needed. None of these new walls need to be put up. Maybe they need to take out some asbestos and things like that, but to rebuild all these walls and put in all these new drop ceilings, it's a waste of money. We have so many homeless people out here that, you know, are looking for help.
Okay.
And the city is spending...
What would that camera cost you? Take you down
Well,
to
about
the
$100.
Take you down to the pawn shop, get your money, and go.
Oh, I give to the homeless. I help the homeless.
Well, there's another 100 you can put in. That are
I don't work to feed the homeless. However, the city should be helping the people that live here.
The city should be working to do it, huh? Okay.
Yeah, they should. Instead of fighting against the homeless and trying to get them out of town, they should be helping the homeless.
Well, that's an opinion.
Well, I mean, it's an opinion. It's an ethical and moral opinion. The fact that the city doesn't care about the homeless is a whole nother thing.
Okay, there again, when the person who is given the opinion judges the opinion as ethical and moral, you'll find that most people have that opinion of their own opinion.
Yeah, you're right. Can't argue with that.
Okay.
However, the city loves to say, screw the homeless. We don't care about them. These people are talking about me. Quite alright. It's a waste of taxpayer dollars. just wait. There's no window here. I don't know why he shut the door like that was going to give him privacy. Oh no, I'm right here, buddy. Listen to you talk shit about me. Yeah, You shut all these doors, but remember, there's no windows here.
Right, but
yeah, so you gave yourself no privacy.
We don't want the public in it.
Okay, that's fine. I can just stand right here then. Just lean right here up against this window and record.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm. What's your name?
Ray Salas.
Ray Salas. Okay.
Yeah. And yours?
I'm not going to give you that.
That sounds typical.
Oh, you're a public servant. You're required to give yours.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's your policy. Identify yourself to the public when asked. So apparently they thought that I was going to try to walk into a private office. So they're closing all the doors to try to block me off. What they didn't realize and think about was that there's no window there. There's absolutely no window in this window frame. I can still hear everything you're saying, and my mic definitely can pick it all up.
Yeah, we agree.
Oh, what do you agree on? Asked you what you agreed on.
Excuse me, say that again.
Asked you what you agreed on.
I agreed on what?
You and the lady back there. You both agreed on something.
That this remodel has been taking way too long.
Oh yes,
we're just stuck.
It definitely has been. Yeah.
We're just stuck working in the mess, but we're still working.
So are you a contractor?
No.
You work for the city.
Yep.
What do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
Billing.
Billing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do they have you do any of the labor stuff as well?
You mean the remodel?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
We'll move stuff out of the way of people if we have to.
So, do you think that the homeless people in Trinidad should be pushed out and kicked out?
I think we have a lot of homeless people here. I realize it's a problem. I realize it's a sad problem.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are veterans as well.
I don't have an answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have an answer for it. I
have an idea. I don't necessarily have an answer or a solution.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah, I don't have the best idea or the best solution at all.
I have ideas too.
Yep.
But mine are probably not going to solve anybody's problem.
Mm-hmm.
My ideas have to do with if you've got a job that needs doing, hire somebody. You got to hire somebody. Try and hire a homeless person.
I totally agree. But, and thank you. I'm sorry for giving you such a hard time.
You're not giving me a hard time.
Okay. I'm just very fed up with the city, man.
I'm pretty much Joe Calmer out here.
Oh, nice.
Well, okay.
There's a lot of they're not very transparent.
Okay.
They won't release records when you ask for public records.
Okay.
They claim random stuff while they don't have to release them.
Okay.
They don't release many of the financial records for the city.
Okay.
And instead of what is the purpose of the remodel?
So let's get back to your problems with the city.
Huh?
Okay, so I was born and raised in this town.
Yep.
I become a little defensive when people criticize my town.
Oh, I think Trinidad is a great city. I think the government of Trinidad is bad. Does that make a difference at all?
There again, did you vote in the last election?
I did.
Okay, hopefully you got.
I voted for H.L. Bowman, and H.L. Bowman did not win against Peach Vigil. Nope.
He did not.
And she should be removed because she's screwed up so many paperwork things. She's lost ballots.
Okay.
People weren't given their ballot. The voter registry was screwed up and not updated. So people that are supposed to get ballots didn't get ballots, which makes it look very fishy towards her because she's running in that election.
Okay.
But all these ballots disappeared. All these people didn't get ballots. Things like that, But she only won by 600 votes.
Okay, so I'm not aware of anything that you're saying there is valid or not.
Yep.
But let's get back to what I was trying to say. Her name is DeHill.
video. Okay.
I know a lot of the Hispanic surnames around here are pronounced differently than their
Oh, well, no, I didn't realize she was Hispanic. If I knew she was Hispanic, I would know the G was Vihil instead of Vigil.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but yeah, that makes sense.
And there again, I also voted for Bowman. He didn't win.
No,
but,
he didn't.
And
It's sad.
as to why you did, is your opinion, your privilege?
Honestly, I'm not going to put much emphasis on the intricacies of what happened with the voting and things like that. She still beat Bowman out, you know. It is what it is, and if that's the valid vote, that's the valid vote, you know.
My biggest thing about elections is you cast your ballot, you vote your conscience, I vote my conscience.
Yep.
I respect your vote because that's what America's about.
It's
the
democracy,
respect of the vote.
yeah. And if you don't vote, you have no say.
We've gotten further and further away from that respect for each other's vote.
Yep, I mean, look how far Trinidad PD has come. They used to be known, I mean, they're still known as being corrupt, being cover-up, being non-transparent, not releasing documents and things like that. But they're not known for making people disappear anymore. You know, they used to be known for making people disappear and covering up deaths. Now, you know, that was 15, 20 years ago.
Well, as I said, I was born and raised in this town. I've been here all my life. I'm not aware that anybody disappeared that the police were involved in. But I don't think any police force is infallible.
Oh, great.
My biggest thoughts on law enforcement is that we need to find a way to keep them well trained, update their training. I think every officer, I think every person we're paying to carry a gun to protect us should probably be evaluated, if not twice a year, at least once a year.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, we're paying them to
definitely.
carry a weapon, to take care of us. We want to make sure we're paying the right people.
Yeah, and to go along with that is I think that their police department should be transparent. Anytime an incident report or a body camera is requested, they should release it.
Well, the technology is there to have a body camera. I don't see where a police officer should not be required to turn it on when he goes on duty.
So Trinidad PD does require their officers to turn them on when making contact with somebody.
Okay.
However, I was assaulted and illegally detained and searched and seized on my own property by Corporal De La Fuente and Officer Gutierrez of the Trinidad Police Department here, while trying to make a complaint against a sheriff's deputy, or a sheriff's correction officer. It wasn't an actual deputy, but one of the people that work at the jail, for almost running me over. And I was assaulted, searched and seized, slammed up against my fence, things like that. And Trinidad PD will not turn over the body camera video.
So, is the PD in court at this point with you?
Well, no, I never got charged with anything. They assaulted me,
but you're not
searched
suing
me.
for that?
Because I swore at the officer after she grabbed me and started pushing me around and shoving me and trying to pull my hands out of my pockets and everything else. I told her to get the fuck off of me, etc., etc.
Okay.
It's very hard to find a lawyer to take that case.
Okay. So you basically can't find anyone that feels like you've got a winnable case.
Yes, they think that a jury will throw it out because of my language after the fact.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
hey, this is one of the tyrants here.
I would have thought more in the sense of like, with my hands in my pocket and the police officer asked me to show him, I would want to show him.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
But there again, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but you don't have to. Why would you give up if you're filing a complaint? This is perfect that you're here.
Okay.
Why would you, you know, if you're trying to file a complaint and the police officer says, take your hand out of your pocket, you say, well, you can take my complaint with it or without it in my pocket, and they turn their back and walk away. That says they're not worried about your hand in your pocket. They're not scared. They have no fear for their life or anything else. If they turn their back to walk away while your hand is still in your pocket, why would you turn around once I ask for your name and then assault me?
Okay, but I don't pretend to be able to know what anybody is feeling or thinking.
Yep,
I'm
but
not that
just
deep.
in that incident, you asked me to take my hand in my pocket, and you turn your back. If you turn your back, you're obviously not afraid. I don't think you were afraid that day at all. You know, I think you were very. Your face in the background is like, oh my God, what the hell is De La Fuente doing?
Okay.
You know,
well, you know,
and that's not what this incident is about.
and that this has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I'm here because we got a call, and just
Velati's already shown up.
Okay, just trying to make sure everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Velati
I want to help you as much as I want to help them.
Yeah, and
And
we've been
he-
having a cordial conversation here, you know, just talking about different
it has
stuff
been
between the city.
cordial.
And,
Okay.
We're
But
fine.
if everything's good, if
Yeah.
you're good,
I'm good.
I'll
Yeah.
just go and be on my way then.
yeah, no doubt, man.
All right, man.
Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe out there, bro.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But yeah, no.
When the officer walks in, I see the officer as that's the man I'm paying to carry a gun to protect me.
And,
As
and
we
it
were
depends on
discussing.
the officer as well. You know, like if I could choose which officers I could pay and which ones I couldn't, I would choose which ones from the Trinidad Police Department I could pay. Oh, I got you, Ross. You got the, the handicap button, yeah. But you know, I would choose which ones I could pay and which ones I couldn't, because I do think there's good officers here at the Trinidad
Yeah.
Police Department. I think Gutierrez here, he got pulled into a bad situation that day at my house.
Okay,
you
so
know?
now your statement about which one you would want to pick and choose, that's where I say I think anybody we pay to carry a weapon to protect us, I think we should probably screen them, as I said,
Yep.
if not twice a year, at least once a year.
Well, I just had one cop, Corporal Bowen, threaten to run me over yesterday.
Hmm.
If I didn't close my door and get in my car, he was going to run me over the intercom of it, or the loudspeaker from his police car as he drove past me. You know.
Okay, so that probably would be something that would have to be made transparent.
Yep.
See,
but
I don't disagree.
Trinidad Police Department won't make it
I don't
transparent,
disagree with
you know.
transparency, but it's
Yeah.
transparency across the board.
Yeah, and you know,
It's like
it's
if
just
I
a big thing
requested.
with this like city, you know, that they haven't been very transparent about a lot of stuff.
Okay, so
You know, that comes up a lot in city council meetings where
Okay.
people request information and the city won't give it out.
on the subject of transparency, if I respectfully requested from you your footage, I would get that.
I would give you my YouTube channel. You can go watch the video once it's edited and stuff.
That's
but
right.
I'm
But-
not a public agency, therefore I don't have to give up my footage. This is private footage.
Okay.
Now what they have on their body cameras, their dash cameras, dispatch records, these cameras in here are all government cameras and can be requested under CORA or CCJRA.
Okay, but that was not the question. What you answered was I can go to your YouTube feed or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you
you
call
can
it.
go to First
Yeah.
Amendment Strike Team on YouTube.
Okay, so that would be transparency. You would identify how I would get to that YouTube
Yeah,
feed.
yeah,
Okay,
first- just
so that's
Google First Amendment Strike Team,
some
yeah.
level of transparency.
Yep, I mean, it wouldn't be the whole video. I've been recording for 52 minutes now. You
Yeah,
know,
and you're
I
not going to
edited
put
it a little bit, you know.
Okay, and you're not going to put in the whole video.
Yeah, I wouldn't
on
put in the whole
YouTube.
video because, you know, like sometimes, like, you know, when I'm just
Okay.
recording like this, you know, this is not very entertaining or anything else like that. But I don't take out anything that's important
Okay,
at all.
but
you know?
on the subject of transparency, if I respectfully requested it from
The
you,
full video instead, yeah, I'd give it to you.
okay,
You
so
know.
and along the same lines of transparency, you now know my name.
Mhm.
I was transparent.
And I'll
about
say
it.
I'm Sean.
Sean.
Yep. And this is my YouTube channel. Oh, sorry. First Amendment Strike Team. You
Okay.
can look me up on YouTube. That's also my email,
Okay.
firstamendmentstriketeam@gmail.com.
Okay.
You know, I don't try to hide or anything
Yeah.
else. You know, it's just that when government officials seem like they're demanding your name or requesting it just because you're doing something that seems out of the ordinary to them, I'm not going to give it because they're looking
Okay,
to get me in
so-
trouble for recording. You know,
so
I've had the
early-
police called me twice already in the last 30 minutes.
Okay, and that wasn't.
That wasn't you. No, I'm
okay,
just saying.
but,
You know,
okay, so did you perceive when I asked your name that I was demanding?
No, not at all.
Okay,
Actually. You
okay,
know,
I
and
just-
I apologize for that. It's just
That's
you
all
know,
right.
I just
Yeah, I
kind of
understand.
objectivize sometimes,
Yep.
and just think, hey, you're a public
Okay,
official.
and don't we all?
Yep.
Don't we all?
You know, but you know, I'm willing to admit my wrongs and
Yeah.
mistakes, and
Yeah.
told you I apologize for
Yeah,
being blunt and upfront.
No,
or
I just
blunt and-
all I wanted to know was if I'm projecting that,
Yeah, no, you
No,
definitely weren't.
okay.
You're
because I try to be mellow.
yeah, no, you're honestly one of the best fucking conversations I've ever had with any government official ever.
Okay,
So,
so that's another. Some people would call it a weakness of mine.
Mhm.
I try not to use that word. Yeah,
F word. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't offend me.
Yeah, it's
I've
okay.
got a brother
Yeah.
that can't complete a sentence without using it twice.
Mhm.
I'm different. That's all.
Yeah, no, I understand, and I respect that.
Yeah.
And anytime we talk, I'll make sure to be
Well,
or try to be conscious of not swearing in
yeah,
front of you.
I know every once in a while if I'm in a bar and I'm sitting with a couple of guys,
Mhm.
I'm the same way. I'll
Yep.
lapse into that, but I try not to.
Yeah, it's It honestly doesn't show intellect at all.
Well-
when you can't come up with another adjective as opposed to using a swear word. You know?
Yeah, and I do realize that most of us grew up and got into high school, and the first thing we thought was because we can use that kind of language, it makes us seem grown up. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and
I understand.
honestly, I grew up in the ghetto out in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is kind of like growing up in Harlem or the Bronx.
Okay.
You know, and it's just kind of part of my vocabulary. But
Yeah.
I try to tone it down when I can.
Yeah, and
When I'm paying attention. at
I
least.
kind of grew up on one of the rougher edges of this town.
This town, north side.
But yeah,
Yep.
but I don't know. We're
Yep.
just. I guess it's who we are, right?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
nice meeting you,
You have
man,
a
and
good
great
day,
conversation.
and-
You too. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, we had an outstanding conversation with this guy.
But I don't take out anything that's important
Okay,
at all.
but
you know?
on the subject of transparency, if I respectfully requested it from
The
you.
full video instead?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd give it to you.
Okay,
You
so
know?
and along the same lines of transparency, you now know my name.
Mhm.
I was transparent.
And I'll
about
say
it.
I'm Sean.
Sean.
Yep. And this is my YouTube channel. Oh, sorry. First Amendment Strike Team. You
Okay.
can look me up on YouTube. That's also my email. First Amendment Strike Team @gmail.com.
Okay.
You know, I don't try to hide or anything
Yeah.
else. You know, it's just that when government officials seem like they're demanding your name or requesting it just because you're doing something that seems out of the ordinary to them, I'm not going to give it because they're looking
Okay,
to get me in
so-
trouble for recording. You know,
so
I've had
early-
the police called me twice already in the last 30 minutes.
Okay, and that wasn't.
That wasn't you. No. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
but
You know.
okay, so did you perceive when I asked your name that I was demanding?
No, not at all.
Okay,
Actually. You
okay,
know,
I
and
just-
I apologize for that. It's just
That's all
you know,
right.
I just
Yeah, I
kind of
understand.
objectivize sometimes,
Yep.
and just think, hey, you're a public official.
And don't we all?
Yep.
Don't we all?
You know, but you know, I'm willing to admit my wrongs and
Yep.
mistakes, and
Yep.
you know, told you I apologize for
Yeah,
being blunt and upfront.
No,
or
I just
blunt and-
all I wanted to know was if I'm projecting that,
Yeah, no, you
No,
definitely were.
okay.
You're
because I try to be mellow.
yeah, no, you're honestly one of the best fucking conversations I've ever had with any government official ever.
Okay, so that's another. Some people would call it a weakness of mine.
Mhm.
I try not to use that word. Yeah,
F word. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't offend me.
You know, it's
I've
okay.
got a brother
Yeah.
that can't complete a sentence without using it twice.
Mhm.
I'm different. That's all.
Yeah, no, I understand, and you know, I respect that.
Yeah.
And you know, anytime we talk, I'll make sure to be
Well,
or try to be conscious of not swearing in front
yeah,
of you.
I know every once in a while if I'm in a bar and I'm sitting with a couple of guys,
Mhm.
I'm the same way. I'll
Yep.
lapse into that, but I try not to.
Yeah, it honestly doesn't show intellect at all.
Well-
when you can't come up with another adjective as opposed to
Yeah.
using a swear word. You know?
Yeah, and I do realize that most of us grew up and got into high school, and the first thing we thought was because we can use that kind of language, it
Mhm.
makes us seem grown up. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
I
and
understand.
honestly, I grew up in the ghetto out in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which is kind of like growing up in Harlem or the Bronx.
okay.
You know, and it's just kind of part of my vocabulary. But
Yeah.
I try to tone it down when I can.
Yeah, and
When I'm paying attention. at
I
least.
kind of grew up on one of the rougher edges of this town.
This town, north side.
But yeah,
Yep.
but I don't know. We're
Yep.
just. I guess it's who we are, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
nice meeting you,
You have
man,
a
and
good
great
day,
conversation.
and-
You too. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, we had an outstanding conversation with this guy. Outstanding conversation with this gentleman. So we're gonna be on our way. So apparently these guys were planning to close early today.
for some odd, unapparent reason, but whatever.